You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show.
Uncut Gems isn't a Netflix movie.
No.
It's on this list.
Well, because it might have been produced.
No, I don't think it was A24.
Yeah.
Oh.
Netflix didn't.
I would be shocked if the Safdie brothers, or well, if either of them would ever
But
make a movie for
like, did Adam Sandler have to like
Include
because
Netflix.
his deal is through them,
Yeah.
and he keeps re-upping it?
Does it?
But that's his deal to like produce. That's his deal is with Netflix is not as an actor. It's with Happy Madison as a producer.
Yeah.
Oh, and
It's
Happy
production
Madison isn't involved with the Safdie brother movie,
Nope.
Uncut Gems?
No.
I don't think so. I think he is all with the Safdie stuff. Rebel Ridge, Netflix. I actually like that one too.
Yeah, that's good.
Triple Frontier is the one I also think of when I think of Netflix, but I don't like that movie. That is the rip, but not good.
I haven't made it through Triple Frontier. I've heard conflicting things.
Oh, I liked it. It's
You
not
liked Triple Frontier?
great. Yeah, I liked it. I only watched it because Pedro Pascal was in it.
Of course.
Before his glam up,
Yeah.
or at the very beginning of it. But like, you know, that's about as many like Netflix original movies that I could say. Like, you know.
What about Happy Gilmore 2?
That was great.
That's the only one I've willingly watched prior to now.
Oh, sure.
I mean, because I had to watch it, but that's another one where it's like, yeah, it would have been bad either way, but it was a little bit worse for being on Netflix.
Yeah, because they didn't cut it down to an hour 40. It was like 2 hours. Like that's the other thing.
That
is
was
like,
the issue of Happy Gilmore too.
It had more issues than that, but
Yeah. There's a lot of issues
there
with
were
that movie.
concepts in that movie I enjoyed. The fridging was weird. Do we do the camera thing?
what is
No,
fridging?
yeah.
Oh, well.
Hold on.
yeah.
There's 100 things going on. Let me
Kingdom of
introduce
the Crystal
show.
Skull is fridging.
Hello and welcome to Movie Bears with the Farx brothers. I'm Kirk.
Do you need to do the thing?
What thing?
Snap.
The intro? We snapped already, but did you ever intro the?
No, I haven't. I'm doing it right now. Thanks for interrupting, Nick. Okay.
Hey, are we doing the intro? I'm Kyle.
I'm Nick.
And we're joined by composer Eric Richardson. This is the RIP. Spoilers.
Nick didn't watch all of it.
Wait, we want to... Nick wants to guess what camera they use for...
Do you want to go to that? Do you want me to?
Well, it'll be,
Yeah.
Oh, well, do you have it up? Okay.
Yeah, I have it up.
I'll take two. Okay, two guesses.
Okay.
My B guess is Sony Venice 2. My A guess would be Alexa. Either now this makes it three guesses, but if I split one into two, it's either Alexa 35 or Alexa LF.
What was your first guess?
It would have been
Sony
one. The
Venice.
Alexa would have been my first guess.
Oh, what was your B one? I think that was...
Sony Venice 2.
Yep.
Those fuckers. Yeah. Okay.
What was the lens they used for it?
Zeiss, Primo. I don't know.
Hawk MHX.
Oh, Hawk. Oh,
yeah,
anamorphic.
lenses. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It was anamorphic and you didn't watch it?
You
love
can't get through
anamorphic.
it.
We can talk about anamorphy later. I feel like
Yeah.
let's save
Animorphs, that was a
anamorphy.
great series.
What's fridging? Because you actually know, I think. And you got him so good.
You said fridging is from Happy Gilmore 2?
No. The Rip. I believe the Rip fridges.
Oh, I don't know what it is, but I just said it's Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. You know,
Because he gets blown in
nuking the fridge. Yeah.
And then how does that relate to like when you say a movie's fridging? Then what?
All right, what fridging means, and I realize we've talked about this when you haven't been on the show. It's a comic book term because Green, I think
His
it
Green
was.
Lantern, his girlfriend or wife gets killed, and then he has to... Essentially, he's motivated to go after the bad guy more aggressively.
Rigorously,
Yeah,
yeah.
aggressively.
Well, isn't that like what Ben Affleck is going through? Because
No,
the worst kept
because-
secret was that he was
Yeah,
fucking the lady
he's
that
still
got
doing
killed.
his job, though. If he was doing it more, sure, but he's not like Matt Damon
How
trying
do you do your job more? Like,
Like-
I'm just going to do it
He did it more
harder.
vigorously.
Yeah.
No, like he shouldn't just. I don't know. Here's the other thing. Why does the captain reach out to Matt Damon, but not the guy she loves? Isn't that kind of
Because
strange?
Matt Damon had a higher position as lieutenant, and she.
Yeah.
she trusted him. It kind of shows like for the narrative of the movie. Eric.
Well, then, yeah.
Yeah, I think I took it as that, or maybe she wasn't sure that Ben Affleck could be trusted because he does play more of those, grayish characters. Which
Yeah.
Just because she's fucking him doesn't mean that she trusts him.
yeah,
Not what I would recommend, kids.
All right.
It's good if you can trust your sexual partners, wouldn't you say? But no, I think it's. I'm gonna go with it's the the thing. Oh wait, do you understand what fridging is now?
Yeah, at first I thought it was a plot device where someone like escapes something in a really implausible way, like the
No.
Indiana Jones thing. But it's
It's where you kill a woman to motivate the
Specifically a
male
woman.
character.
Oh, specifically kill a woman to motivate a man.
Yeah.
what if
like,
it's a male?
If they
It's
kill a
not.
man to motivate a woman,
Yeah.
like they
guess
fridge
it's-
the dad in Ballerina to get her to want to become a ballerina.
So what's it called?
Well,
if it's
technically, they
Oh.
both die. Both parents die in that movie.
No one cares when the mom dies.
Well, it's not fridging then. If only one parent dies.
Okay, so it has to be. I think it has to be a love interest specifically.
Yeah.
And I think it's most often a.
And technically, I think she has to die in a gruesome way. There's the caveat, too.
You would know fridging because it's discussed in Deadpool 2.
Oh, yeah.
Also
his
starring Matt
girlfriend?
Damon?
Yeah. Deadpool 2.
Yeah, he's one of the hicks on the back of the truck with Alan Tudyk in one cameo from.
You never see his face, right?
He's wearing prosthetics.
Oh, yeah, so you really never see his face.
I love Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's him. I'm not sure.
So,
But
no, I would not consider this fridging because he doesn't do anything. He's not angry about it.
he
just
beats up his brother at
I
the
think
beginning.
he's pretty angry
Yeah,
about
he's
it.
he beats up one guy and
He
then
still had those
stops.
roids.
But
Buddy.
it doesn't, like, them going to the rip isn't a product of that killing. Like, it
Yes,
all,
it is. It's
Because
literally
she,
because
technically, because she leads them to it, but that doesn't mean that her death led them to it.
she
She leads them to it,
she's
not
in
that
the
she
process.
died.
What I was
Uh-huh.
gathering, and then you said what I was pretty much thinking, and I didn't even get that far into the movie. It's like the difference is that it's not like to avenge. It's
It
like
is,
you're
technically.
fridging it.
In
It seems like
fridging, it's
it
to
seems like a
avenge,
vengeance
whereas
thing.
this
This is
wasn't
just like
to
yeah,
avenge,
it
so
led
maybe it's
to
not.
it. It led to the rip, but it's like it's not. We're gonna avenge her death by going to the rip.
Yeah, he doesn't go outside the bounds to find her killer. He just still does his job.
he doesn't even kill him.
Yeah, I mean, he does kill him, doesn't he? At the end?
Well, Ben
He shoots
Affleck
him.
kills
the guy
Kyle
who
Chandler
shoots.
when he
Mhm.
doesn't have to. Did he have to kill him? Because Kyle Chandler makes, or what was his character's name? He's DA
Maddie.
guy.
I didn't even watch them.
What's his name?
Maddie.
Maddie?
Yeah.
In a movie with Matt Damon, Kyle, namesake Chandler, is playing Matt. Stupid. And Damon's playing Dane.
Yeah, his name is. I was like distracted at the beginning of the movie. I was like, "That's the name you went with?"
Matt Dane Damon?
Yeah.
Okay, Dane.
Well, he reaches for his gun, doesn't he? That's why he shoots him.
But he says, "Oh, I'm going faster. I'm
Yeah.
going." Like he's trying to get killed, but I would argue you're standing over the guy.
Mm-hmm.
There are other methods of non-lethal ways of arresting somebody, and I just want to say, I don't want law enforcement going out there and doing,
Yeah, you want
Yeah.
to be more specific? Say it right to the camera.
I live in occupied Minnesota, and I think that federal occupation is a waste of taxpayer money. And that has been my position from the beginning. That's why we watched The Siege. Did you like this movie better than The Siege? Have you ever seen The Siege?
With Steven Seagal?
No, sorry, that's a great question.
Isn't that Under Siege?
I think so.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
it's
Under
Siege.
Siege. This is the Denzel Washington movie, The Siege,
Gotcha.
which has a lot of weird political connotation because it came out before 9/11 and a lot of like buildings drop in New York kind of thing due to terrorism. And
I've never seen it.
yeah, it's I wouldn't exactly recommend. Well, I'll go back to my question.
You wouldn't recommend it?
Well, I would recommend it as like a thought experiment, but ultimately I don't think The Rip does something similar to that movie in that it has good and bad Muslims. Just to be clear, what we're talking in the siege, because they're going after the FBI is going after Muslim terrorists. But in this movie, there is a Colombian
That's not
police
a Muslim.
officer. No, let me finish my point.
Okay.
Well, Muslim terrorism, Colombians
terrorist
drugs.
cell. Yeah.
Yeah, so Muslims terrorism, Colombians drugs, and Mrs. Farx is Colombian. Mrs. Farx-in-law, my Farx-in-law, my mother Farx-in-law? Yeah. My mother Farx-in-law
real specific.
is from Colombia. And so it was very funny to me that the person that is detained is Colombian and one of the people detaining them is Colombian. And what is this? Drug money. Right? Because they're in the TNT, Tactical Narcotics team?
Yeah,
the TNT team.
No,
Yeah, that's
because
right.
that's like saying chai tea. Chai means
or
tea.
ATM machine.
ATM machine. That's a good one. I see, like Matt and Ben are not dumb. They read the script and they like, yes, I love the names. I don't think this is fridging, or I don't care. And it's a boy movie. Do we agree it's a boy movie? We're all wearing blue for colorectal cancer because our brother James Vanderbeek died today, and we're very sad. But do you get what I'm saying when I say this is a boy movie? You watched it with your woman, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
My wife only made it halfway through because it was bedtime for her.
Yeah, it's a boy movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
But they had tough girls.
That doesn't make it a boy movie.
But
Why wouldn't
the
it?
tough girls just sat there and counted money.
Yeah, they
They
didn't
didn't
do a
really.
whole lot.
They didn't really do anything.
And they cut they cut out like 3 Academy Award nominated actors all at once.
Yeah.
And for like half the movie.
Yeah. Well, and then like when they count the money, then they're gonna drive it somewhere. Then like all those they just stay behind. So they didn't really offer much.
What I like about watching it the second time is that when they do that to them, I like the first time I watched it, I was like, well, I assume they're doing that to protect them, and this time I know they're doing it to protect them.
Yeah.
I guess I'm curious. I wish Nick would have seen it all the way because I'm curious how he would feel about reveals like who how like Affleck's walking with the gun and then someone comes with the gun behind him, but you don't find out who that is.
Yeah.
Oh, I already told Matt and Ben told each other, hey, I think this is the traitor, and here's who we got to deal with.
Did you feel like it was that mysterious who the bad guy could have been? I kind of feel like it was either the FBI guy, or what's his name?
The brother?
No, it could have been the brother. No way it would have been the brother. What's
was willing to-
Steven Yeun's character?
What was
Rowe,
Steven
Mike?
Yeun? Rowe?
Rowe.
Yeah, Mike Rowe. Yeah, because it couldn't be.
His name was Mike Rowe?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Mike? It was
it
just
was Mike.
RO the whole time when from my
This
clip
is
notes.
the funniest, this is the broiest shit. I love Joe Carrot. I need to watch Cop Shop with you because I need to know how you feel about it because I really, really liked it.
It's a bro movie made by a couple of bros. Like,
Yeah.
That's just a couple of jabronis here. What was the commercial they did this year for Dunkin'?
The de-aged, when they were de-aged for Dunkin' Donuts.
They did Dunkin' Donuts across. Did you see this?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
I don't remember the concept exactly. It's funny that the Super
90s
Bowl-
TV shows. Like,
Okay.
They brought all the characters back, and
What does Affleck have to do with 90s TV shows?
He
was
doesn't.
a movie star at that time.
yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
he's just the Duncan guy, I guess.
Yeah.
They own part of the Dunkin' Donuts franchise.
Perfect.
They're
they do?
they're businessmen. I love the business aspect of once you get rich enough in Hollywood. Hey, you're gonna take in a couple $1 million, but you got to spend that wisely
Yeah,
on
you
stuff
might
that's
as well.
gonna, you can have a balance sheet against. Supergirl. Did you recognize her?
No, what character did she play?
She plays the snitch, the surprise
That was
snitch.
Supergirl?
Yeah.
You sure?
from
Oh, the Flash one?
The Flash.
Oh, I thought you're okay. I thought you were talking about
Millie
the new one.
Alcock, or whatever her
Yeah.
name is.
Millie Alcock.
Wait,
House
wait.
of Dragons?
Yeah, she's
Supergirl,
the
the
new
Flash one?
Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Flash Supergirl. The Latinish Supergirl.
No.
She's
Which
Supergirl.
Flash?
The Flash, the one with
TV
Ezra
show.
Miller.
The
Oh,
baby
The
in the
Flash.
microwave one.
Yeah, the baby in the microwave Flash.
Because it's like, okay, I know the
That
Flash
scene
TV
always
show.
works. It doesn't matter. Do you like the baby in the microwave?
I think it's pretty funny how terrible it is.
So, like, it's terrible. It's entertaining.
It's terrible. They're completely CGI babies.
Yeah.
It was for my nephew and the older Farxling, the first Batman movie they saw in the
Oh,
theater.
no.
So, what has been a Batman movie they could see? You know,
A Batman movie, a live action that you see?
just the Batman movie.
Any of the 80s and 90s ones. I mean, with
But in a
Val
theater,
Kilmer in the
like,
theater.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't think my Farxlings have seen the ones with Michael Keaton? The
Well,
ones
you
with
didn't
Val
say in the
Kilmer,
theater.
the
We had to be
ones
very
with
specific.
That first one I'm sorry. The
Yeah.
first one they saw in the theater. Since that's been a theme throughout this, is
Theaters.
like, oh, Netflix is killing theaters because they want to immiserate society
Mm-hmm.
or something. Ted, I don't know what your goals are, but she's Supergirl. Did you
Yeah, I
see
didn't
Cop
like-
Shop?
No, I didn't see that. I also didn't know that she was Supergirl.
How do we feel about the two things that are real in this movie?
What are it?
The two things that are real is
based on
that
true
this
events?
is a
Oh.
real. Look, Matt Damon's characters are based on a real person
Mm-hmm.
whose son did die, but his son died 5 years after the time that he found this amount of money.
Oh, so they reversed it. So in the movie, his son dies before he finds the money.
Yeah,
That's what keeps him being a good guy.
he works for a living.
Do you think those tattoos were real? Like the ones
No.
are we the good guys? What is the
Oh,
other
you
one?
mean based off the the actual person? Yeah. Are they?
Yes. Wait. Are you at? Oh, do you think the guy has
Yeah.
the?
Tattoos,
Are
yeah.
we the good guys? We are and always will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. They conveniently didn't tell you what the second one was until
Later.
later when it was confirmed he was a good guy.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I like that as a way of showing, because they show you the tattoo,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, who's this guy that's got tattoos? Like they all kind of have tattoos, but they specifically show you.
Were you trying to fit WWJD in there? 'Cause
I was.
like, what can that actually be? I was nowhere close.
I like saw it, and again, because I wasn't like as invested in this because I saw it as a streaming movie. Like what made me like Air better, and I'm sorry to keep bringing it back to a movie where it's Matt and Ben and they produced it, and is that I saw it in a theater,
Yeah.
and like that experience made it better, even though it's just about a shoe. And did you notice Affleck's wearing Jordans the whole time?
Oh no.
I assume that was like intentional.
It feels like a lot of things they're doing is intentional.
So, how do you feel about the dead son, real guy, and real money thing?
I mean, to be honest, I forgot that it was like based on anything
Yeah,
real
that's
until you
what
brought
I-
it up.
yeah.
Like whenever it says based on a true story, that doesn't mean anything to me. That doesn't make it more interesting to me or less
Because
interesting.
we live in the place they made Fargo.
Yeah, I
and
mean-
the whole point of Fargo is it's a satire
Yeah.
of that concept.
The world is so fucked up that like
What?
like you can't like the whole thing like you can't make this
Mm-hmm.
stuff up like so well people
Also, I know
pretty
it
good at
comes
making stuff
back
up.
to it being inspired by a true story. If they include the real people at the end in the credits, I would have been okay, that's interesting.
That would have been corny.
Yeah, but they always do that though.
Well, I
Inspired by
feel like-
true events.
Yeah, with like the Conjuring movies, but the Conjuring is like it's like
He beat
those.
his wife.
What's that? Well, yeah, but I mean, like, besides the point. That and like, and if it's like a well-known person, the based on true stories are not really like that specific where you have real character like
Yeah.
one-to-one, right? Like, there's a Dane, right, who's real, but like JD is not a real
It's not the
person.
name of the character. Or
Huh?
the real person, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's a one-to-one
yeah,
for one of the characters,
for him,
and then every other character.
but everyone else,
facsimile.
yeah, it's like where you took one person and built a story, a fictional story, or a semi-fictional story around them. So, like, yeah, I don't think you'd have that opportunity in most movies.
Yeah, then
anyway.
why even bother saying it's inspired by true events? You're not going to touch that again.
Because
It sounds-
It sounds interesting.
Adapted by a script, or it's not. All
I think it would be adapted.
adapted from what? A news article or something? I guess.
I think, well, maybe, depends. If it's not a written work, then maybe not.
All it really does is tell you chain of title, because chain of title is what matters with any piece of intellectual property. Is, can you prove you own this? Yes, I paid Mr. Guy, who was a Miami-Dade cop, for his life rights to this story, and then I changed them because it was more interesting for my movie, and I mean, I don't know how the real person feels about the movie. I assume he got paid and feels great. I prefer this to what I saw on the Smashing Machine. You know, like the Smashing Machine was boring, made me feel bad, and I was upset that it wasn't a sports movie like I thought I was going to. This was more of an action movie than I expected it to be. I was like, oh, it could be any one of these people that is the bad guy, and then there's, you know, the Kyle Chandler of it. That it kind of is the Scream thing where it's two bad guys, and that I liked. Like, I think you would have enjoyed this as a Scream movie on some level.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, that kind of brings us to, like, genre definition. Like, I don't classify this as action the way you do.
What do you mean?
Well, I know it's like, I mean, yeah, what else would you call it? But, like, it's not this, especially when you were saying I don't like R-rated action, I'm thinking, like, the stuff that they used to do well in, like, the 80s and maybe into the 90s, like the Die Hards. It's the difference between the first 3 Die Hards and the last 2.
Yeah.
You know, and these days, most of, like, an actual action movie, like, a movie I would, like, definitely classify as action. This is more like thriller
Drama.
with a little bit of that drama action, right?
Yeah.
You could even say mystery.
Sure, yeah. Action, I think, like car chases and like big.
There are car
stunts and-
chases
I
in
mean,
this.
yeah, no,
There's
but I
a
mean,
big
like
car chase.
a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of big set pieces like that. Die Hard stuff. I'm thinking Die Hard 3 specifically.
Yeah, well, Die Hard 3 is more spread out because they gradually spread
exactly.
more and more out in those 3.
Yeah.
Building, airport, city.
Yeah,
Sure.
they're doing the hijack TV show.
Wait, yeah,
they're
'cause
on
he's
a train now. Yeah, he's on a train now. Yeah.
Oh man, did you see the movie Plane? That was an R-rated action movie.
Plane
Plane? Did I see it with you?
with
Gerard
Gerard
Butler.
Butler.
Oh
Let's see.
yeah, no, I haven't
Oh,
seen it, but
yeah.
yeah,
You know who's the fucking king of R-rated action movies?
Did you say Gerard
Butler.
Butler?
Gerard fucking Butler, because he's in Cop Shop,
He's the king because he's like the only one that does it.
Yeah.
Like,
and they're a little fun. Did you like any of those White Angel or
Olympus is
Down.
fallen.
I
something?
didn't see
The
it.
Down trilogy?
No.
The Going Down
No,
trilogy.
that's Fallen.
Going
White
Down.
House Down with
Fallen.
Channing Tatum.
That's right.
Olympus Has Fallen
The
is Gerard
Fallen-
Butler.
The Fallen trilogy.
Yeah.
Yes. Those or the Equalizers. Those count as action movies.
Yeah.
See, this wasn't so far off from an
The difference
Equalizer
is
for me.
They had more action pieces or segments or sections, scenes, but this only had 3 really action scenes. The beginning where the captain gets killed, the shootout in the middle of the movie, and then the car chase. It's only 3. It's not a lot of action
Well,
in this
wait.
movie.
What part of the car chase? Because there's the, hey, we're all in this like armored car going away.
The end of the car chase where they get stopped by the FBI people, by his brother.
And then,
Sure.
then there's the 2 showdown fights after that.
Yeah, so there's
Does
from the point where they get in the armored car, I would consider that to be the beginning of that action sequence.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't get action packed for like 5-10 minutes because it's like, hey, we know you're the bad guys. Oh yeah, how do you know we're the bad guys? Well, here's how. You call this phone, and then the shooting starts, and once the shooting starts, the rooting starts for the action. To
Yeah.
bastardize a line from.
What movie?
It's an extremely racist thing that was said by
Wow.
a governor of Georgia.
All right.
No. Once
All
the
right.
shooting, once the looting starts, the shooting starts. As in,
Yeah.
hey, once they start stealing capital, we're allowed to come in with capitalism and take lives, which is we don't agree with that, and that's why I don't think he should have shot Kyle Chandler. But I'm just saying that action sequence is very
I would
long.
argue that. Okay, I would argue that was in self-defense because they both were armed and he was reaching for his gun. I think he had intent to kill Ben Affleck. Do you think he wasn't gonna kill him?
I think he was giving him the reason to kill him because he didn't want to go to prison. And because Ben Affleck's playing a hothead, he kills him and you assume he's going to get away with it. And like, the other cops are going to hey, this cop killer who, sure, he's one of us, but he's a cop killer at that point.
Yeah.
Like, do you think the other cops view him, and I know they're law enforcement officers, we're going to say cop, do you think the other cops see Kyle Chandler as more of a cop killer or, because Stephen Ewen's still alive.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he doesn't go for his gun. He surrenders.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gives himself up.
Yeah.
Like, Damon's older, but he's bigger than Steve Ewen, so that fight was dumb to me. The one where they're punching each other and they're cutting
Okay.
back and forth between the two fights.
Yeah. I
Like,
think it's just for dramatic Suspense.
That was silly.
It is.
I'm willing to say that was silly. To me.
And it was cool. It was in a swamp. It was Miami.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have liked the movie better if it was called Miami Vice.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
it fits.
Miami TNT.
There you go.
We just fixed it because they're in the Vice
We
unit.
fixed the entire movie by changing the title of the movie.
No.
It would have made it better, like a
Dade
whole star
Vice.
better.
What?
Because it's Miami Dade.
No, what was the title? Dane's Vice?
Dade Vice.
Dade Vice. Okay.
Dane Vice.
You know, the one thing that bothered me about the action sequence at the end is they all were firing like shotguns and machine guns one-handed.
Yeah.
Like Ben Stiller in Tropic Thunder, just like spraying like everywhere. It got a little ridiculous to me. Like I think that action scene went on a little too long. It was a little too elaborate because it took away from, I think, the feel of the first 2/3, which felt more grounded, more real. And then it's like, all right, we're gonna end it Netflix style, you know.
Yeah, what's he gonna
One-handed
do?
machine
With,
guns.
he's shooting an armored car. It's bulletproof. What's
Yeah,
that gonna
that
do? Is
was
he
dumb.
aiming for the wheels?
Tires.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when he's got the gun out the side and it's on the mirror and he's.
Uh-huh.
I guess he's trying to. Trying to do the thing. People are like, why didn't they shoot out the tires? And he's actually trying to shoot
Yeah,
out
he
the
doesn't
tires.
do that until later, though. Until
Oh yeah,
car
because you said
rams
he
into
tries
him.
to
Yeah.
shoot. He tries to get bullets through the window at the
Yeah.
guy, and I'm assuming
It's an armored car. Nothing's gonna happen there.
that's
You're
what.
gonna scare him to swerve. Yeah, that's what. Is that what he's thinking?
I have no idea. They're in a car chase, and they're
All
a car chase with guns. So I've
Yeah.
never been in one of those. I don't.
But I mean, you're in an armored car. You feel safe in an armored car. It's
Have you ever been in an armored car?
I would assume it's bulletproof. And then it's in the name, armored car. You'll be fine.
You know how you feel safe because you walk around with your armor all the time, right?
I don't have any armor on.
See my point? I wouldn't feel safe in an armored car. I would assume I would feel
Uh-huh.
my like energy would be up because it's like
Because everybody wants to attack you.
Well, I mean, like
Like an armored truck?
I assume if I'm in an armored car, it's for a reason. I'm in the military. I'm transferring money. What are the other things armored cars are used for?
Ripping.
Ripping.
Oh, yeah,
Ripping?
that's fair.
That's the scenario that's putting you on edge, though, not the armor.
Not the car,
itself.
yeah.
Well,
Oh, he got you.
what? No, because like, why is the tool in this scenario? It's like,
That's
why
why
don't I own a gun?
I said
or
scenario.
why do I own a
He
gun?
I said
not the
scenario.
car.
It's you're
And I'm
afraid of the
saying the
reason.
car.
You're afraid of the reason that you might need the armor, not the armor itself. The
There's-
armor is not doing
The
anything.
context of being in the vehicle will affect the thing cannot
Another way to
make
say
me feel
scenario.
Yes, you're right. The thing can't make me feel something.
Yeah.
The scenario can make me feel something.
Yeah.
But isn't one indicative of the other?
Okay.
It doesn't have to be.
Fight.
You're right, because I do walk into Target sometimes and see an armored car that
Yeah.
they're like transferring, and I go, I should be avoiding Target because they got rid of their DEI policies. That's what I don't think that's all.
What, the ice thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
Well, I truly don't know about like what should they like. It's kind of weird to me to see two agencies operate. You
Yeah.
know, because these guys are.
D-A-N.
Well, there's DEA.
Yeah.
That's separate. That's federal. And these guys work for the city or the county.
I think it's the
They're not
city?
state. They're city or
Yeah,
county
I think it's
law
city.
enforcement. So it's
Or something.
they work with each other, but then also like when Ben Affleck's like, no, this cartel guy is cool, like, and then they just get on the phone with the cartel guy.
Yeah.
And
It's
like,
very
that's
easy to
weird.
get a hold of.
yeah, no, take the money. We expect this. This is fun.
Yeah, that was one of the most convenient, quick, like, let's just solve this situation real fast. Like, I don't know, for some reason that feels like another like Netflix thing to me. It's very convenient writing.
Oh, I saw that as greater commentary on like these. Like, have you seen The Counselor from Ridley Scott?
Yeah,
The cartels run these things, and like the cartels are sophisticated, multi-billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
So the guy that is far away from the killing, and even some of the guys holding guns probably are pretty sophisticated.
Yeah, but why is the cartel okay with losing $20 million? That seems like a lot of money to lose.
I bet you just going through Miami every day, there are $1 billion of drugs transacted in Miami-Dade County.
Which is probably the point of the scene. It's like, that's a drop in the bucket for us. Fuck it, you know.
You know what? You know how there's war movies that are anti-war movies? We talked about this with Saving Private Ryan. You're supposed to like watch the beginning and go, war is terrible. We shouldn't do this. I watched this movie and go, yeah, we should just legalize drugs. Because how much are we spending to try and keep drugs out? You're not keeping them out. And the guys selling the drugs are like, yeah, take the $20 million. That's like a fifth of the budget of this movie. What do we care? You know, I do respect and like, honestly, I feel bad for the blue collar guy that Matt Damon's based on. Like, and they even bring it up in this movie. Hey, I'm taking $80K home after taxes. And like the most interesting driving conflict of this movie is which one of these cops is taking the money, you know? Because you would assume naturally as a human, you're around this much money.
I mean, one of the more relatable things of the movie is like by the end you remember like, oh yeah, they weren't even getting paid overtime for this.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
They were just doing it as part of their job.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like in movies now, like everyone has to have this gray to their character. Like, The Gray Man, another Netflix movie.
That movie sucks.
It
Terrible.
does. But like all these characters have to be gray, you know, they're morally gray and all this stuff. But like the most relatable thing was how much each one of them would take some part of the money.
Yeah.
Like,
But they didn't.
yeah.
And like the movie, like I commented on them having tattoos earlier. I think it's good they look like, you know, a broad swath of our very diverse country in the sense of, you know, you could say these are people who are dressed differently than one another because they're dressed in plain clothes, and they all come from clearly different backgrounds, both sex and race-wise. So taking all of that out of it, that they're people who make $80K a year after taxes makes them middle class.
But
And
I didn't get why Mike Rowe needed the money. He never said.
it doesn't matter why they need the money. It's that they're the
but I
people
want
who
more
are- who
backstory
flip.
on these characters. Though I get why.
I feel like
One of them
they gave
needs the
everyone at
money.
least a
Yeah.
throwaway sentence as to like
But I didn't catch
why they
Mike's.
might take the money. Yeah.
Did you catch Mike's? You seen it twice. I only seen it the
Mike,
one time. Yeah.
what
Rowe.
his
Yeah,
well,
why would
I
he
don't know
want the
that I
money?
could specifically say what Tiana Taylor's reason was or what the Colombian actress who was nominated for an Academy Award in 2004
Because she has a kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, but like
Well, it's Kyle
anyone-
Chandler's. I can't even remember what that was.
Yeah, you don't know Kyle Chandler. He's just because he has access to it and he wants it and he feels that
He's
does
not
he
coaching
say?
football anymore. You know.
Yeah.
Yes. It's because okay. Seriously, you both should watch Friday Night Lights. It's like
Okay.
one of cinema. I really like. Don't you like the documentary kind of? It was on at the same time as The Office.
Yeah.
You know, and they did start with the like talk to camera stuff, and they got rid of that because it's a drama, and then it's just they developed a
They
new way
did
of
that?
what?
They did that in Friday Night Lights. Touch the camera.
Well, they're making a documentary clearly as part of the pilot, and it's kind of one of those things like, well, Carrie used to talk to the camera in the first season of Sex and the City, but that's still not like. I'm just saying the cinematographic way they decided to always find a way to shoot 3 cameras and could cut very quickly, and then also they made you believe that they played football games a lot, which
Yeah.
they did not, and you know, would be very hard to do. I just really like Friday Night Lights. Sorry.
No, it's a great show.
You should watch Friday Night.
Yeah,
But skip
it's-
season 2 is all I'm going to say.
Skip
great
season
music.
2. Wow. All right.
Season 2 specifically?
Well, no, Explosions in the Sky did a bunch of music for Friday Night Lights. It's great music.
What was his name?
The band Explosions in the Sky. Yeah, just instrumental music. Good stuff.
Explosions in the Sky is
Yeah.
the name of. I've been to the field that they shot on for part of ATX Fest once, but Kyle Chandler might have been there because they had brought a bunch of the cast out for the festival, but I was toward the back and meeting some folks. Wait, so do we agree? Look, I think we've kind of gotten this thing of like they're normal people that represent a very broad group, but they're also good people. They're the ones who don't take the money. And the movie's kind of clean, and you're saying a lot of other movies have this gray, but this movie didn't have the gray, or did have the gray.
I think they did have it.
They did. I think they almost had it like too much.
Yeah.
Like because they were trying to sell you on like everyone, or it could be any of them, because it's so all these characters have a reason to do it, which is I think more closer to reality. But
That's why you watch a Knives Out movie. I mean, like this wasn't as good as a Knives Out movie, and I think the last
No,
Knives
it's
Out
not
movie.
as clever. I would say that.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Oh
the-
shit!
that
That's goes back to the Netflix movies.
Yeah.
Good Netflix movies. Wake Up Dead Man was a good Netflix movie. Genuinely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good, but I still would have cut 5 to 10 minutes out.
Sure.
Like find it just because like if that movie had to go to theaters.
It's so good that I forgot it was a fucking Netflix movie.
Well, it did do like Frankenstein 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or 3 weeks. In
Sorry, I
theaters.
derailed everything. But
No,
no, like,
no, I
No,
think
you're good.
this
but
is.
you mentioned Knives Out. So
Hey,
like,
I mean, most people are watching movies on Netflix, okay? Even Ben Affleck, who is not most people, says, well, I'm going to the movie theater less, so I can't really expect people to be doing, something I'm not even doing. And I have all the reason in the world to go to the movie theater all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish we had seen this in a movie theater?
I mean, I get you guys, the experience would have been better, but I think if I saw it in the theater, would have higher expectations. But since this is like a streaming movie, my expectations were a lot lower.
It makes me wonder if that's why I like it more.
Yeah.
Like, do I like it more because it's a Netflix movie?
Mm-hmm.
Would I've liked it less because I saw it in the theater? It's hard to answer.
Did you like this better than Primate?
Primate, I think, was more entertaining because of the kills, but Primate is still a dumb premise. I don't think this was a dumb premise.
No, they're also different by like 25 minutes. But
Yeah.
I was never bored in either movie. But like, if I had to rank them, this movie's coming in below like Send Help and 28 Years Later, Bone Temple.
Where's Primate?
It's coming below The Rip. Like The Rip isn't like these horror movies we've seen, well, and we've debated if one of them even is a horror movie. Like
Or sci-fi.
I like those. Well, sure, I like those movies, and this didn't give me anything like that. It was well made. It was well made. I didn't have. I'm struggling to find the exposition things you guys have talked about. I'm struggling to find the gray thing you guys are talking about because the more we talk about it, I see it as black and white.
Where the scene is Matt Damon. We think Matt Damon is trying to steal the money, but then immediately right afterwards, I don't know her name, but she's apparently Supergirl. She's Supergirl in The Flash. As soon as Steven Yeun comes in, she explains to him what exactly happens. Like, oh, they're the bad guys. They're planning against you. You're the good guy here. You're the only good guy I trust.
Yeah,
so.
but I like that in the second act.
Yeah,
before we know that Steven Yeun is the bad guy, the movie still has, even when it's clear, no, he's the bad guy. Matt and Ben are producing a movie where they end up being the bad guy. It has to go, well, maybe because he's working with this woman, and like the thing you just said was expository is actually an important plot thing because Matt says, or Dane says, hey, we should rip these people off. Fuck them. As you find out later, intentionally in front of her to get her to tell Steve.
Which is part of the exposition, though. She is just dumping more exposition so that he catches up to the rest of us.
But like, if he said it, as is revealed later, if he said it to get her to like purposefully lie in front of her, and then get her to tell him, then and then later when you're still not clear, like it becomes clear. I think after this that Steve Yeun gets the text, and oh, but he and
we
Damon
don't
are
know
talking.
who he's talking to. I assumed
He gets a
first
text
time,
and then goes in and talks to her.
Okay, so he's got the text, so it's already. But is he communicating with someone because he has to? And
I assumed he was talking to the Major, whoever the hell the Major was. We never see him or her, right?
Wasn't the Major the guy Nestor Campbell at the beginning?
Yeah,
the eyeliner.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Because
Mayor
it's
of Gotham.
Major, Captain,
Mayor of
Lieutenant.
Gotham, yeah.
So the woman got killed.
Oh, yeah.
She was Matt Damon's boss, and they're talking to her boss at the beginning of the movie, and they're like, "Oh, he's dickless now because he's gone up the ranks." And I did like that kind of like where the contrast of no. I'm not mad at him for getting promoted because he works for a living. Whereas he is mad at the people who are dickless because they have risen through the corporate ranks of what is a public sector job.
Yeah.
I think, maybe thinking about it now, I'm wondering if maybe like exposition is being confused for like summarizing. Because I think it's coming up through the movie a lot, and it just feels kind of similar where it's like, I know this already. Or like this is stuff that like, it reminds you of like show, don't tell. And so like just being told something instead of seeing it happen and getting there yourself is I think what the bigger problem is. So
You know what would be interesting is he might be right. I might be wrong. Cut her telling Steve Yuen, show Steve Yuen coming to talk to her and her going looking at him, and then just seeing her expression, cut all the dialogue out. Then you see Steve Yuen going outside with Matt Damon, and that's maybe we've pinpointed a specific point where the Netflixization has added a layer that would be unnecessary if this is in theory. Like, no, you got to keep them engaged. They know that. And versus, so okay, I'm willing to concede a point.
Yeah.
1 point.
I guess it is summarizing more than exposition then. Yeah. But how would you define exposition versus... I understand summarizing, then what is exposition then? Is it just moving the plot along, or is it
Hey,
giving
Kirk, you know how
detailed...
you and I are brothers?
Yeah.
And the thing we have to do today, that's exposition. Because naturally it doesn't come up that I mention our relationship. We're brothers. I mean, I do on this show because it's part of the gimmick. But, like, naturally, when we're just...
Well, did you not find the... I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to say when they're all in the armored car and they're talking to each other. Is that not exposition? Or is that them trying to figure out the mystery?
that's just dialogue.
Yeah.
Dialogue?
So like when Steve Yuen comes in, she's like, "Hey, this conversation you were outside for, this is what they said." Like she's literally just summarizing the thing that we had just heard about earlier, and like that's where I think it just kind of gets annoying.
Yeah.
It's like we did see that already. Like as an audience, we don't need that.
You could show us, when you said show not tell, you could show her seeing Steve Yuen, and then you get it because you know, or you cut out Damon and like just see the beginning of that call, cut to something else, then he comes on one end of the spectrum. You cut it out. People are always right about what's wrong. They're wrong about how to fix it. When it comes to somebody else's story, you say it's when I make a movie, I don't think of it as it's my movie. I see I see it as part of my our movie, the composer's movie, and my movie. So it may come up in our interview that we obviously tape after this that we could feel differently about such a thing. And
Yeah, well,
did you like what I did there?
yeah, I think that was great. Let's find out in Eric's interview. See you there. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.